I'm trying to think of a segue. I don't know. Okay. I'm thinking like, geez, we really went around the world with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
gaming tours.
Yeah. What's going on, Jeff?
Not much. How about
chilling?
you? Yeah.
Ready for this new press start episode?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to press start on this press start episode.
We like that here. We like that. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of press start, we got some news, don't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, press start news.
We got some freaking news on like VR, Animal Crossing. It's gonna be sick. Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Bro, I'm so excited to be standing here next to you, not knowing what I am going to be reading next. I don't even know the next line.
Glad to see it. Our first topic today in Epic Gamer News is that Nintendo released 9 N64 games and 14 Sega Genesis games for the Switch through Nintendo Switch Online a few days ago. And as hype as this news may be, they do not live up to expectations.
What? They're not good? But I was so hyped to play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time tonight.
Speaking of Legend of Zelda, multiple people have taken to good old Twitter.com to complain about it. The graphics are somehow worse than what they were on the N64. The game is also now famous for its input lag and chugging so hard that the game crashes altogether.
Chugging? Aw man, $50 down the drain.
Legend of Zelda isn't the only game players were excited for though. Mario Kart 64 isn't pretty either. When racing online with friends, which sounds like a super cool feature, you're bound to experience frame rate issues and frustrating lag due to Nintendo's netcode.
It doesn't help that the buttons on the Nintendo Switch are a different layout than the N64 controller. The original N64 controller had 6 buttons on the left side, while the Switch controller only has 4. Because of this, you will either have to adapt to the layout of the Switch buttons, as there is no option to remap, or drop half a hundo on an N64 controller replica.
Hopefully Nintendo can fix all of these issues. I have a feeling they will have to fix them before they drop Paper Mario and Majora's Mask like they want to.
Fans of the movie The Quiet Place will be excited to hear that Saber Interactive is developing a single-player, story-driven horror adventure game based on the movie. The movie is about a family struggling to survive in a world taken over by blind but super well-hearing aliens. Silence is survival.
The movie was so good. I'm excited to see what the game will be like when it comes out in 2022.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is coming to a VR headset near you. Well, that is if you own a $300 Oculus Quest 2. This is the first time a Grand Theft Auto game is being made for VR.
Oculus says that this has been, to quote, years in the making, but has no screenshots of the game, leaving it up to our gamer imaginations to guess what the game could be like. Is it in first person? Does it have motion controls? Are the graphics going to be more than sharp polygons?
Well, in other news, Samsung announced on Tuesday that the company is jumping into the cloud gaming arena. Like how Google has Stadia, they have been developing their own software that would allow users to play video games on their high-end Samsung Smart TV with only an internet connection and controller. They released this almost identical information in 2012, and just like 9 years ago, they have released no information on what games there will be, if crossplay will be available, or even when it will launch.
Yes, Samsung, give us nothing! The game Animal Crossing New Horizons has made its way back into the news after hosting their somewhat annual Animal Crossing Direct, a video presentation where they show off all the new items and mechanics they have developed for what was one of the biggest games of 2020.
How could we not talk about the Direct? So much stuff looks like it's going to be added, although we never got those white picket fences from the game's official trailer.
Let's hope that's not the case with the fan favorite furniture item, Froggy Chair.
Rooms with lots of furniture on display.
Wait a minute! I called it the Froggy Chair! Froggy Chair!
The 3 seconds that appeared in the Direct were a glorious 3. And I was starting to feel like the new item would never see new horizons, even though it has been in every past game since the beginning of the series. I was so disappointed when data miners back in March 2020 said that they found no trace of the Froggy chair. It was tragic.
The Froggy chair drought was so bad that gamers took it into their own hands to put the chair in the game by their own means. Many drew the chair and variations of it in the game's custom design studio, putting it on in-game canvases, hoodies, and dresses. This wasn't enough for some, however. Other hardcore Animal Crossing players, which sounds like an oxymoron, created Froggy berets, Froggy patches, Froggy necklaces, and even a Froggy gaming setup, including a keyboard and computer made of laser-cut acrylic.
Nice. And before you ask, yes, the gaming setup was sold earlier this year.
How would you know? Did you buy it or something?
No comment.
How much money did you spend on the Froggy setup?
Anyways, I'm glad to see that the iconic chair is back in the game. Other exciting things being added to the game include Brewster the Pigeon and his coffee shop, The Roost. The Roost in past games has been a place where villagers and players alike can sip on their coffees and get to know each other.
You're now actually able to cook in the upcoming update as well. To be honest, I'm glad I won't have to be limited to either eating a whole pumpkin or coconut exocarpinol.
Exocarp? You mean the shell?
It's actually called an exocarp. Look it up if you don't believe me.
I'm so happy we can cook in Animal Crossing only because I won't have to hear you say exocarp ever again.
And just like that, that's all we have for today's edition of Press Start News. We'll catch you again next time.
That was some juicy news.
Oh yeah, really juicy. I mean,
Oof. I
can't
couldn't
wait
get
until what's
enough.
next.
Couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
We went around the world with that.
Yeah.
And we just need a little bit of help. We just need a little bit of help to get through that.
Yeah, we need someone like a gaming tourist.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I like what you're
yeah.
thinking. I think we need to go to Tokyoto from Jet Set Radio. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
All right, let's do it. Give it up for Mike.
Oh, what up? It's your boy, Big M. And today, we're gonna be kicking it old school because today we are going to the flyest place possible, Tokyo To.
Hey, buddy, isn't that just Tokyo Dum-Dum?
Whoa, take a chill pill. This ain't no ordinary Tokyo. This is Tokyo To, all right? The fattest place to be. So get your skateboards and let's bounce as I give you the 411 on Tokyo To. Now it isn't me unless I give you some history of the place. So you see, there's this group by the name of the Rokaku Group, led by Goji Rokaku. Apparently he helped fund a project named the 21st Century Project. It was made to help fund the police in the area or something like that. As this place grew, it became more modernized with skyscrapers and billboards. Located somewhere in Asia, Tokyo To is the most happening place. This area is split into 3 sections: Shibuya-cho, Benten-cho, and Kagane-cho. These places are so famous, they defy the rule of logic by being different times of day. Shibuya-cho is always daytime, Benten-cho is always nighttime, and Kagane-cho is always at sunset. That isn't their only difference. Each district has a different feel to them. Shibuya-cho is a good mix of different places like a playground, Dogonzaka Hill, and the Shibuya Terminal. Benten-cho is more a hotspot for the nightlife. Whether it is the dinosaur amusement park at Sky Dinosaur Square, the giant Sphinx statue at Pyramid Park, or play Tiger's Tag at Highway 0. Kagane-cho is your base residential area. Now some might think this place is dangerous, but this residential area has built amazing protection. You'll be safe in your bed. Now wasn't that place the bomb diggity? As you can see, this place is all that in a bag of chips. As for now, I gotta bounce. I'll see you all on the next episode.
Isn't that just Tokyo?
Why you gotta be so mean?
Good old Mike with his gaming tourist,
Oh,
helping
right.
us find a way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But hold on.
Good.
I'm just getting a report from Jerkface Johnny. Again, he's not happy. I'll tell you what, he
I
keeps
don't
coming.
like this
he keeps
guy.
coming.
He's so mean. Like, I mean,
I don't understand it. I really don't. He like tried to freaking.
yeah,
I
he
don't
stole
even
my
want-
lunch money the other day.
Are you
like,
serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you can't even get into North.
Yeah, I just can't stand it anymore. How am I supposed to get my lunch?
It's ridiculous.
It's
But
just so mean. I can't stand it anymore, man.
you know, let's just get to this segment, man. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't even want to talk about him anymore.
Yeah.
Jerkface Johnny complaining about nothing. He hurts our feelings. So, but you know, we love him here at Press Start, right? So let's get into it. Jerkface Johnny complaining about nothing.
What the hell, Nintendo? Why, out of all the characters you could have picked, why didn't you choose Disney's little parasite known as Sora? Sorry, folks, I'm just mad. Anyways, welcome, folks, to Complaining About Nothing. I'm your host, Jerkface Johnny. I hope you're having a crappy day, because I am. Today, I will be talking about the newest and last Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character, Sora, or as I refer to him, Korra, because I hate this character as much as I hate that crappy Avatar sequel or prequel or whatever the heck it's called. Nintendo on Tuesday, 5th, 2021, a day that will live in infamy, Nintendo had a 42-minute direct with Smash creator Masahiro Sakurai, announcing the introduction of another boring character. They might as well have announced another Fire Emblem character, because this announcement made me want to break another computer. In fact, I did. Let's just say that Grandma was not happy that I smashed her computer. This is what happens, Nintendo, when you don't give some random basement-dwelling gamer what he wants. Grandma suffers. And it's all your fault, Nintendo. Nintendo tries to justify itself by saying that the community voted for him or whatever. Anyways, Sora, if you don't know, is from the Kingdom Hearts series that started on the PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation. I would explain the plot, but the developers didn't, so I won't.
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
They showed off his lame butt moves, but it's your typical slashy crap. It's like playing a Call of Duty and shooting a gun. It's not revolutionary, folks. You can launch people in the air like every other freaking character. It's like a Disney movie, unoriginal. Yeah, if you can't tell, I believe Disney paid millions for this freaking character to get into Smash. Anyways, just like everything Disney does, it ruins Smash. Smash Ultimate was so cool, like a shining sports car, until they took a crap on it like a bird flying by. But the bird crap was the size of a dump truck. Now I can never enjoy this game ever again. It was so good now, but now it's just ruined. Anyways, his special moves. Sora can shoot 3 lightning bolts out of the sky called Thunder Ka. If you hit an opponent with the first bolt, the other 2 should hit them too. He can launch a fireball called Fire Ka, and then can become stronger and become bigger than a stack of cash Disney gave Nintendo. Then he has Bazala, which is a ice attack that can freeze an opponent. Luckily, his attacks can be reflected. Nintendo did one good thing in this trailer and have my goddess from heaven Palpentina.
Huh?
Reflect Sora's piece of crap attacks at his corporate butt. Thank you, my queen.
You don't have to prove anything to me, Lady Palutena.
Oh, and Sora's final smash sucks. He just shoots the enemies into a key portal and shoots them more. Nintendo always shows off his other moves, but I skimmed through them. So the only thing I see was Sora getting his butt beat. They also introduced a new stage that was similar to a standard stage, but with a Kingdom Hearts in the background. Although the actual Kingdom Hearts background is just Disney's bank. Now, they could have had picked Scorpion or Master Chief or Waluigi. But no, they took Disney's filthy money. Damn you, Disney. Anyways, this is Jerkface Johnny. Oh, anything you for watching crapping about nothing. I'm out of here. Sora! Come over here.
Man, I'm glad that's out of the way. Jerkface Johnny, what a bully.
Yeah,
what a
bully,
weenie.
man.
I can't even deal with him. But I sort of understand. I sort of understand what he's talking about with Sora. Man, this voice actor Sora's got to be like 80.
Yeah, he's got to be 80.
He's got to be so freaking tired of saying Kingdom Hearts is light. Man, I'm tired of that.
He's got to
fed
go.
up.
Yeah, we got to leave him in the dark.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly,
we gotta
just
leave
like
him in
last week's episode.
Yeah, we got to leave him in the perfect dark, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gage with Retro Reborn. Oh, it's so sick. Perfect Dark, the 2000 classic. Let's freaking get into it, man. Retro Reborn.
Such a good game, yeah.
Amazing.
Hello folks, we're doing a new segment today called Retro Reborn. The goal of this series is to examine an old, retired series and discuss how one may bring it back from the dead, something the modern gaming industry can't seem to stop doing and butchering. Now that we've got the explanation out of the way, let's get into it with the bottom line. Perfect Dark for the N64 released in the year 2000, exactly 1 year after the premiere of Family Guy. And it's a monument to what we thought the future would be at its best and worst, and deserves an update with the social nuances we've all learned a la 2020. Make no mistake, it should remain as bonkers as it ever was because it's fun, but the social gestalt exists to bring it to where it needs to go. Now, some context. Perfect Dark was released for the N64 to be Rare's experimentation with a non-licensed shooter after its success with GoldenEye. In every way, Perfect Dark exceeded where Pierce Brosnan's James Bond could not. It was eloquent, it was original, it was schlocky, and it was fun. After this, Rare released a Game Boy Advance game of the same name and later would begin developing a sequel for the GameCube, delayed onto the Xbox, delayed onto the Xbox 360, titled Perfect Dark Zero. We do not want a secret to Zero. Zero was good for 2005. It was as 2005 as one could get. Perfect Dark is still good, like really good. And let's talk about that. That opening shot sticks in my head like the opening shots of Blade Runner. The cyber cityscape sprawling outwards underneath rogue flying taxis. The Datadyne corporate building looms ahead, one of the many that now replaces state and federal governments. First mission, that ridiculous tracking crane shot that always began Rare FPS games that swooshes from the front of the player avatar around into the back of their skull like a neural implant. How cyberpunk is that? Perfect Dark nailed the mood they were going for. Gritty, rain-soaked neon cities and far-flung billionaire mansions offshore, bringing a sense of realism while simultaneously subjecting you to warring aliens and shape-shifting white people reptilians and UFOs. They roll with it. Each mission consisted of a setting the player would either sneak or shoot their way around. picking up weapons and fulfilling out secondary objectives and reaching the end of their forked roller coaster through any means necessary. Sneaking through vents, disguises, assassinations. It was the phantom pain before the phantom pain, with moments of tense stealth brought crashing and screaming into laser firefights and explosives. You don't see this kind of FPS anymore. The linear but non-linear missions with key cards and mission-critical NPCs whom you can just accidentally shoot and not have the mission instantly restart. Sure, there's COD and Battlefield, but you play Perfect Dark and tell me that they're the same. They're not. 4 of these games exist, and 2 of them are Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is as authentic as Cyberpunk 2077 wanted to be, and it needs to come back. It needs to show us, again, 1999's version of 2023. I don't think you even need to update the graphics. Look at the popularity of demakes and retro graphics. I think Perfect Dark was exemplary as a polygonal representation of our cyber future. I still want Elvis the Gray Alien to follow me around with all 12 shapes that make up its body. I want rectangular guns that are made of Legos. I think what made the spaces of Perfect Dark work so much better was that we filled in the blanks of the tech around us. It ages well because there's enough blanks in there to be filled out with our future. In William Gibson's groundbreaking sci-fi cyberpunk novel Neuromancer, the first line of the whole book is, "The sky above the port was the color of a television tuned to a dead channel." Now, I don't know what a dead channel was in 1984 when the book was published, but I know what it looked like in 2012. This little bit of trust the author places in you to fill in the future with your own experiences, what Perfect Dark does with its aesthetic. There is a place for stylized realism, and it isn't in Datadyne headquarters. Not to mention, we suffer from an abundance of open world games with the illusion of choice on how to complete missions. In Datadyne headquarters, I felt more player choice than I ever did in any mission in Red Dead Redemption 2. And I like that game. These tight corridors and roller coaster rail design for FPS shooters works to give the players the desired experience. It's been sorely missing in any kind of quality. We miss the trees for the forest. I enjoy looking at the trees more than I like looking at the forest. If it was brought back, I don't want to see a revisit of the mistakes of Perfect Dark Zero. I want an expansion of the neon dreams of the streets below Datadyne headquarters. I want back alley gunfights, fire escape parkour, dingy bars with dubious patrons clad in prosthetics. And I still want goofy aliens. What Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal did correctly was have fun. Cyberpunk 2077 did not have fun. Perfect Dark had fun. And it's fun that I took seriously. In addition to simply letting players explore the streets, I think we should experience something that would tap into what the social conscious seems to have learned recently, the fear of capital, of corporations. In previous games, we worked as an agent for the Carrington Institute, one of the institutions that runs the world, something that today we fear as it's come closer and closer to reality. Cyberpunk is not about the glories of these organizations. It's about the dystopia of a capital-driven society. It's about a police car driving up with a decal that says 1-800-THE-COPS. We accept all major credit cards on it. It's ugly. We don't want to play as the corpo anymore. We aren't narcs. Have this game set years after the events of the first game in which the Carrington Institute has run with its success and begun to control the populace with nefarious purposes. Have us fight the system like so many of us have wanted to since at least 2020. Oh, and bring back the multiplayer mode. You know the one I'm talking about, where you can play the campaign missions and your friends get to play as the enemies, creating a tense cat and mouse head game where your friends have to take advantage of knowing where you have to go in order to overcome their massive health and weapon differential. That was cool. That was Cyberpunk. Now, let's get back to the bottom line. We are ready for a Perfect Dark that is ready for us. This has been Retro Reborn. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, Man, we didn't want this episode to end.
I know. Gage had such a freaking brilliant segment. Everyone had such a good segment this week. It was unbelievable. News, gaming tourist, Jerkface Johnny. Yeah, I don't know about him. But Perfect Dark, man, it's just a great episode. Didn't want it to end.
Yeah, didn't want to end, just like Perfect Dark itself.
Yeah.
But,
well, unfortunately, we are out of time this week. Thank you all for tuning in. You can check us out on YouTube, Press Start IUP, or you can check us out on IUP TV, like local station on Fridays. Anyway, I am John.
And I am Jeff. And we'll catch
see you
next
next time. Man, Gage is brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, such a brilliant man.
I never wanted that freaking segment to end.
Yeah.
Just like the series.
Yeah, just like this franchise. Perfect Dark. I mean, it's been so long since we last had a game.
I know, and man, I just didn't want that to end.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm left in the dark now.
I know, honestly, but I mean, who knows? Something could happen next week, like on another
episode. Might be more fun in games.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. Never know.
Oh, let's do that again. Shit. Sorry. I was trying to find something.
You never know.
The dial-up tone for the internet hit you both at the same time, and it was just like,
I need to find. I need to hit the next arrow quicker.
I was like, maybe we'll find out next week.
Maybe we'll find out next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we're out of time.
Or maybe another thing that might be good is like, maybe say like, oh, I'm sad the series is going. Speaking of that, what's next? And then it turns out.
Yeah, that's kind of that's sort of what we were doing too.
Yeah, that's kind of where.
Yeah, it's
what
like,
we
man, I
were
didn't want it to
leading up
end.
Yeah, we didn't want it to end. Oh no.
Yeah, just like this episode.
Just like this episode.
That's enough. That's all the time we have today, and we can like. Do we say like?
Can we stop? I don't know what happened, but y'all just went. And I think it was from John moving his arms. Do you have your mic pinned on your jacket?
Yeah.
That's why.
I have mine on my hoodie.
So I just like f***ing let one f***ing rip. I ripped ass. Oh my gosh.
Y'all were getting so into it too.
Oh, I f***ing ripped ass. My Reebok jacket. My Reebok jacket just itself. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be like, oh man, we didn't want it to end. It's like, hopefully there'll be more of this next time. Or like, I didn't want it to end just like this episode. I feel like that's super cliche, but.
Yeah, we didn't want Perfect Dark to end just like this episode.
Yeah, you know what, we'll keep it traditional. Like.
We need help, we need people, we need Kristen.
Chloe!
Whatever!
Hey Chloe, it's Haley.
And Nolan.
You know, from Witticism at IUP TV. We were just wondering, would you want to be a producer this year?
We just thought, you'd like the opportunity. It's a really cool, resume build.
Hey guys, what's up?
How does this computer not have Premiere?
So we have no ideas. We don't know what we're doing for a clip show. We need to do a...
I don't have clips.
Why?
I didn't save any of it.
No.
Last year doesn't count.
Why don't we just call Gage? Yeah, this is why you're a producer. Yeah.
Hey Gage, yeah. So we were just drawing up ideas for the promo, and I was thinking, just like when you say drastic changes. Oh, we're just starting over. Brand new year, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'll work.